Hey guys, welcome back to more AFK Arena. So we have pretty much confirmation of what the next collaboration is going to be. Now the patch notes will drop on the test server tomorrow, presumably if it stays to schedule, and it is going to be a ReZero collab. So in this video, I'm going to go through the evidence that we have to basically confirm it that they posted on their Twitter. And then we're also going to go through the two characters that we are going to get based on what Dolly's text is. And I'm going to give you my guess at what sort of class they're going to be and what I think their skills could be, because there's a broad range of what they can do based on this anime. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at Dolly's text, and this is the one bit that people have been guessing for ages, but we finally got confirmation. So this one here, common folk in the forest, I can't read the top unfortunately. Some have told tales of how they've been rescued by a pair of girls, one silver-haired and the other blue-haired. No one has ever seen them before, yada yada yada. You get the gist. So with that, we've got, if we go over here to this screen, we've got this post here that happened on Twitter, and in the bottom corner here, I'll try and blow it up over here and zoom in a bit more, but you can see here that we have ReZero 2 partners. So this is like obviously something legally that they had to put in for collaboration, promotion, or something like that. So they have had to put it in there, so they've sneaked it out to us a day early with the confirmation. To be honest, I felt like that Dolly text was pretty obvious as soon as you thought about it, but the one catch that some people may have missed out on, so this is going to be Amelia, the one with the silver hair, and this one is going to be Rem, the one with blue hair. Now if we go for Rem, let's just go Rem Ram. Let's just do that. So often in games, like I've seen ReZero do a lot of collaborations in games, and they normally do Rem and Ram because they're the sisters and all that. And I've seen a few people not happy, like when we were going through the rumor that it was going to be Amelia and Rem. I actually like the idea of doing Amelia and Rem because, one, if you haven't seen the anime, which I'm sure there's some people watching this video who haven't seen the anime, I feel like it's a lot cooler to get two different type of characters as opposed to two characters that look exactly the same just with different colors. Now, yes, they could definitely play completely different, but in general, I'm rapt that they've gone with this. I think it's a good mix. Plus, you can really differentiate them. I feel like Amelia, I know a lot of people say she's not as exciting, but I feel like depending on where they want to go, if they want to use Puck or something like that, they could do some crazy stuff with Amelia, and they can also do some really cool stuff with Rem as well. They could even bring Ram into it for like an ultimate where they team up kind of like twins or something like that. I don't know. I'm keen to see it, but nonetheless, I think it's a really good collaboration. If you haven't watched the anime, I definitely recommend it. There's 2 seasons on Crunchyroll at the moment you can catch up on. But, you know, I always like collaborations in AFK Arena. For instance, both Overlord and Persona. I watched both of those because of the collaboration. And it just gives me something else to watch and really enjoy because we do have characters coming into the game that gives us a bit of spice. So let's kick it off with Rem. So Rem, I think, is going to be a warrior. So when we look at images like this, she has this massive mace with like an infinitely long chain. I feel like what I'm thinking, so I just think warrior based on that. I think that's just enough to warrant warrior. Now, beyond that, I think she's going to have some self buffs. In the anime, without, I don't know if I want to spoil stuff, but if you don't want anime spoilers, I'll give you 10 seconds to get out, and then we're going to start talking about stuff because I want to talk about my ideas, and I just realized I can't do it without spoiling stuff for people who haven't seen anything of it. So that's your 10 seconds. If you're not out, you're just going to deal with it. So deal with it. All right, so I reckon because she has the demon form where she enrages, I reckon it would be cool if she had something where like she enrages and she gets huge damage. And I like, this is where my mind goes. I feel like they might do something where she can actually harm her teammates, kind of like what Scarlet does, how Scarlet sometimes drops bombs on her teammates, because of the whole enrage thing with the demon form. I feel like she could maybe have that splash damage on allies because you lose the concentration, you lose the, I can't even think of the word, but she goes psycho, like check it, she goes psycho. So that's my thoughts. I think she's gonna have something like that. Now, the other thing I think they could do, they could go from the flip side and they could do something where she actually teams up with Ram. I don't think that's very likely. it's not my main situation. I just think they're just going to stick with Rem, but they do have that option to do like a combo attack thing. But if it's not like the twins where you have 2 units out all the time and it's just like for an ultimate, it would be more of an aesthetic thing. I don't think there would be that much in it, but we'll have to wait and see. Now, I think she makes sense as being the one to come into the game. I just feel like she's got the cooler type aspects to her in the anime than what Ram has. So I think this is really good. I think she's fantastic. I'm really looking forward to Rem the most personally. But then let's go to Amelia. So Amelia, I would love to see, like, there's a few ways they can go. I know base Amelia as Amelia, people say, you know, she's a bit, you know, a bit soft, a bit gentle, yada, yada, yada. As for class, I'm going to say mage. I just think it makes sense. Whether they go with base ice mage type stuff or whether they expand on it, I'm not too sure. But if we go with, how do you spell puck? Is it CK? Yeah, it must be CK. So if you go like Amelia and then you get the spirit Puck out as well, but then we get like the beast form of Puck. Honestly, I want to see Big Puck. Like I want to see that. The thing with 3-0 is there's so many different alterations of time and different things that you see along the way. I just feel like they could do a ton of different stuff, but all I want to see is Big Puck. It's like the episode, I think, is towards the end of the first season when you see that. It's just like, that is too savage. But nonetheless, I think that's going to be it. I think it's going to be a bit of an ice mage. But the one thing with that is it's very similar to kind of, well, I guess a little bit to what we had with the Witcher collab, where it was more like, you know, ice shooting icicles and stuff like that. But in general, I think that's what I'm looking for. So that's my anticipation. As I lose my voice completely, sorry about that. But I think we're going to have Rem being the warrior with an enrage effect, possibly being able to deal damage to her allies. And then I think we're going to have Amelia, Ice Mage, possibly some healing as well, based on what we know. But I feel like they're going to team up with Puck and have that ice type vibe with it. I just hope we get Big Puck, but I really hope we have Puck at least a little bit in it. But that's my anticipation. Otherwise, you don't really do too much with Amelia. I feel like unless you go into other forms of Amelia, which I don't think they will. Maybe they'll do a transformation type thing. But I think it'll be transforming Amelia, and then we get some hectic stuff, or just Amelia and Puck. I don't think we get plain Amelia. I think they're going to do something else. But either way, whatever they do, I'm excited to see it. Like I said, go ahead and watch the anime. It's a pretty good anime. I did enjoy it myself. But yeah, those are my thoughts. Pretty much confirmed. We will get patch notes tomorrow to further confirm it. But when you look at it, it is a ReZero collab based on this. And we have the silver hair and blue hair. It just makes sense. But anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this one. Let me know what you guys think. If you've seen the anime, let me know what you think their abilities will be, what the classes, all that sort of stuff. I'm keen to see. Thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.